is going on, Coastal Worldwide? Guys, welcome home. Today we have a very exciting episode. It is the beginning of 2025. It's going to be an excellent year, but we just have received all of our packages from Okuma. We always do a big order at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
We do have an order coming in from Tightline Braid that we just placed yesterday for all this stuff. So we're going to open up every single thing that we ordered for 2025, walk you guys through what we got, what we're going to use it for, and what we're going to spool it up with. And then maybe if there's enough interest, we'll do another video on all these reels and rods, how we spool them up, and see exactly how much these reels hold. But without further ado, my friends, let's get these things opened up.
All right. Let's just start with our favorite parts.
The box?
The reels.
The reels is your favorite?
Reels.
See, I don't know. See, I might be more excited about the rods. I think it's sideways. I think it's like, there you go. There's the split in the center. Ooh. Ooh. All right. All right, my friends, this thing is packed full. We're just gonna go one thing at a time. Ooh, this is exciting. All right, first off, very, very important, something to not be missed is the Okuma OEM drill attachment. So it's a drill attachment made by Okuma for the Makaira series reels, I think for the 50 wides and up. So it'll like work for the 50s, the 50 wides, the 80 wides. I'm sure you could use them. I think I've seen Joe VT using them on smaller reels.
Yes.
I'm sure it's not like ideal, but the thing is aftermarket drill attachments that I've seen guys use, if you ruin the reel, it's not warranted. But since Okuma manufactured and engineered this drill attachment, you can use it on the Makairas. If for some reason, we see a lot of people comment because this drill attachment kicks in at low speed, everybody's worried about, you're gonna tear the gears up, you're gonna ruin your reel. Well, if we do, Okuma is gonna warranty it. But yeah, we're not, because we've used the heck out of our old one. We got a second one so we can be dropping 2 rods, bringing 2 rods up. So exciting stuff right there. Ooh.
New hats.
New hats.
Oh, no.
All right.
That's nice.
Is it?
Yep.
It's kind of light. I don't know what kind of hat this is, but all right. Okuma hats in. Just in case you wondered, you can buy Coastal Worldwide hats on the website. Coastal Worldwide plug.
Plug. What's that? Whatever.
This is what I picked out.
Oh.
All right.
Little windbreaker?
Little windbreaker. So I think you went with the sweatshirt. You said you wanted the sweatshirt. So I went with, this is a really light. This is Okuma inspired little jacket here. Won't spend much time on that, but I'm excited for it. I like something to put over the top of a sweatshirt. I'm gonna bring out the guns now. Time to bring out the big guns. So we've got 2 Okuma Alijos 16s, the 2 speeds. So we got 2 Okuma Alijos 16s right here. Pop these guys open. Now, we already have an Alijos 16. And we're gonna use it for tuna jigging and swim bait fishing for tuna. There's another rod over here that I'll specify what it's for, but we're gonna fill these guys to the brim with 40-pound tightline braid, and we are gonna be using these for some land-based missions. You guys have already seen Blaine and I try one time from the beach to do kingfish from the beach, and it was a success before a shark fishing trip. So we thought, you know what? I bet there's a lot of really cool fish this summer that we can catch right from the sand that aren't sharks or aren't surf fishing stuff. So we're gonna load these guys up with what I imagine to be a little over like 1,200 yards of 40-pound.
1,200 yards of 40.
That way we can set bait with these guys. We can yak out 800, 600, 700 yards, a live bait setup, and we're gonna be using these Alijos for 40-pound braid for land-based fishing.
Yes.
Not land-based shark fishing. Just land-based fishing.
Game fishing.
Game fishing.
Game fishing.
It's pretty exciting stuff. I'll be excited to get these guys in action. So we've got those 2.
Guest on some of those missions too.
Yeah, there will be some guests. I'm sure you guys can guess who's gonna be the guest. And then we've got 2, because we like everything in 2s, by the way, if you haven't noticed yet. We got 2, another set of land-based reels here, but not land-based shark fishing, land-based game fishing, as Blaine so lovingly puts. Okuma Makaira 30s. Mine were already cut, yeah, isn't that weird? So these guys, the 30s right here, ooh.
Oh, those are mean.
That's a deep clicker right there. That's different than the 80s Shark Series. So these are the Okuma 30s, the Makaira 30s. We get one, just fun fact, for those of you who like to order, I don't know, like reels and do stuff. We ordered one in silver, one in black. The black comes with a silver spool, the silver comes with the black spool. What we do is we take the spools out, we swap them, so we have an all black and an all silver. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know.
We'll have to pop the harness lugs out too.
Yeah, get the harness lugs out for sure. But these most likely are gonna be lined with 80-pound braid, 80-pound tightline, 8-strand braid, and we're gonna try for some land-based tarpon fishing. Now, in South Florida, the tarpon come close enough for people to cast at them, They do come close enough to cast in Pensacola, but it's one of those like right spot, right times.
Yep.
But 9 times out of 10, those guys are 150 yards across the bar, moving in big schools. So we thought these guys on the appropriate rods, we still haven't figured out the rod situation yet, but we're gonna line them with 80 pound and we can actually go either drone out or kayak out like a swim bait in front of the school, or we can kayak out a set bait with live bait and try to do some land-based tarpon in Pensacola, Florida. The reason we wanted to do with this order on 2025, we wanted to get a set of just beach fishing, land-based game fishing reels. Last summer when we were doing the king fishing stuff, we actually took our Makaira 16s off the boat with our tuna fishing setups, and then we took them to the beach, we popped a kingfish, and then a little bit of foreshadowing, there was that bad spot, for those of you who really watch our videos, there was a bad spot in the reel when Blaine was catching the first blue marlin, and luckily it was tightline braid, so the bad spot didn't break off. But if we would have broken off the first blue marlin in the Sea Pro because we were taking our boat stuff on the beach and letting our braid get in the sand,
Or kingfish.
that would have stunk. That would have hurt. So we decided, hey, let's not even risk that anymore. Let's not be dumb. Let's get these are just beach reels. They're only gonna touch the beach. You know, if we get 80 pound braid, we're not gonna be running 30 pounds of drag for tarpon. We'll probably run closer to like 17 to 20 pounds. So they can do some more abrasive stuff. They can get beat up. We can splice them up like we do our Shark Series. Just beach gear tends to be more, I don't know, over 6 months, a year, just like rough and tough and get some abuse.
I might see some rocks in the northern part of the
Yeah, we'll be definitely traveling with these for some land-based missions as well. But we just want our boat gear. Like all it gets is salt spray and big fish and no rub, no problems. So we want to make a set of those, just beach fishing reels. We've got a set once again of some boat reels. So no more, we got 4 reels for the beach this year for game fishing, but these right here, my friends, are the Okuma Makaira. Once again, love the Makaira series, but these are the 20s. And I'm very, very excited about these reels as well.
This is probably my favorite size in the entire Makaira lineup.
Yeah, so we have the 16s. We have a set of them, a silver and a black. We've used them for tuna fishing. You guys saw the trip that we caught the blue marlin from the Sea Pro. We actually hooked a really big tuna on the 16s live baiting. So we think, you know, those 16s hold like 700 yards of 65 pound braid with the top shot.
With a good top shot.
For most things, chunking for normal, especially for schoolie sized tuna, are up to 100 pounds, we just fine. But we wanted some reels that we could load these guys with 80 pound braid with a short top shot. Put 80, 100, 130 pound fluorocarbon, maybe for those big eye tuna, maybe for those giant yellowfin tuna. Like if we find ourselves with the lumps this year with mullet instead of throwing poppers at them, these would be the guys we pick up. And we've got a surprise over here.
If we happen to hook a blue marlin on them, it won't be as scary as the 16s.
Yeah, 80 pound braid, you can put 20, 25 pounds of drag to it and it'll be just fine. So these 20 size are also, you can just see in my hand, really nice. They fit really nice. They're still athletic. You can still pick them up, move them. They're not as bulky as like a 50 wide or something like that. But they just give you a little bit of class. And it's just nice to have like, maybe the 16s on the boat will have like 40 pound fluorocarbon and 60 pound fluorocarbon. And these guys will have 80 and 100. Yeah, boom.
I am interested to see how they aesthetically look on number 2 uni butts, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah, all right. My friends, the reel box is completely empty. So we are going to move over to, I think my most exciting part here is this side of it. Not funny. All right. So these two rods right here they're about to bring out are for the Makaira 20s. So they're going to be for the 20 size reels. We did go with bent butts. There we go. There's your answer. Get these guys out of the packaging here. Whoop. Ooh, I like the look of that bent butt. Maybe a quiz. Maybe we'll do a quiz real quick. So my friends, we have used these rods in a video. Well, we personally haven't used these rods in a video, but these rods were in a video, and after using these rods in a video, we were like, dude, when we get the 20s next year, we got to get those rods for them because they pair perfectly. So, quick quiz. What video would we have seen these Okuma DTR rods? Anybody? Anybody? Blaine, you want to tell them where?
I think we should let them guess.
Forever?
Forever.
Never tell them the answer? That's messed up, dude.
And maybe in a video we'll be like, if you watch that video.
It's like Interstellar or something. So in Venice, Louisiana, day number 1, both of the giant yellowfin tuna that we caught with Captain Eddie Berger of Fish Finish Charters, both of them were on the Tiagra 50 with the Okuma DTR rods right here. And there were these rods right here. Let me remind me, 50 to 150. So they're 6 foot, 50 to 150. They're the DTR C 601 H's. And these guys right here come on number 2 bent butts. We went to bent butts just because for the 20s we're going to be probably doing, we can also, we didn't talk about that, but we can use the 20s for trolling and stuff like that too. So Wahoo trolling or any type of like, I don't know, stuff we do like that. But yeah, we saw the action on these rods for those 150, 160 pound yellowfin tuna, and we were like, bink, those rods right there. So we got these guys right here. Here we go. This is what these guys look like paired up on the DTR. Like I said, 50 to 150, I think. Did I say that wrong? No, I crushed that. And then both these guys right here. So yeah, little bent butt action. Blaine was worried about these guys being too small. I think they're really close. The 30s would look good on them, but we want the 30s to put 80 pound braid and be able to yak them out. So that's pretty exciting stuff right there. Brand new tuna fishing combos and the roller tip on them, 6-foot rods. Mean machines, brother.
Oh yeah.
Mean machines. Last piece. Oh, it's already open? Look at you. All right, pull her out. It's only one rod. It's a 1-piece, 8-foot rod. It is the PCH Series from Okuma. So, what do we think about it? This is 100%. So like most of the time when we get gear, most of the time it's at ICAST. When it's Okuma stuff, we get to, like the order we made last year after ICAST, the Silver Slayers, the Salinas, we got to try some rods out at ICAST and go, okay, this is exactly what we want. The DTRs, we get to see them first and then we grab them. But this is a complete blind buy. Thanks to Joe VT. He told us this is exactly what he uses on the lumps for tuning up throwing swim baits. So we have an Alijos 16 already. We're gonna slap a 16 on here. It's full of 80 pound braid and we're gonna be using those JYG swim baits, the 7-inch, 5-inch, 9-inch. And what we're gonna be doing is really just like hunking these guys out there with swim baits, sticking them, just slow rolling them or letting them rock a little bit. And then what Joe VT is doing, he has those forks on the boat on the gunnels, but I think we're just gonna have to like,
the wrap systems.
yeah, I think we're just gonna have to sit in and sit in and get in. There's no gimbal on it, but yeah, 8 foot. It's definitely gonna give us some like heaving distance for a swim bait. And then yeah, we're gonna be under the arm, less than ideal, on the hip, most ideal. Oh yeah. Yeah, so Joe was telling us, man, he was like, look, these rods have a nice tip to them, but they've got everything, like everything you could possibly want in the backbone of the rod. So you can see, maybe slide sideways a little bit, give the people some bendage. So we've got a nice soft tip right there. I'm just gonna kind of like bounce it a little bit, bounce it. And then you just got right about
there. Like starting there.
Here, it's like you get a little bit of bend and then you just got, I don't know, you just got a really nice action to it, but there is a lot of backbone to that rod. You can really put some pressure to some fish, yeah. And then with the Alijos, we can obviously scale them out to like 20 pounds, 22 pounds at strike and like really just lay the beans to those fish. That's a really light, athletic rod.
Yeah.
Maybe these can go on our Alijos for...
That's what I was exactly thinking. Maybe a little bit lighter because we don't need all that backbone, but...
Hey, but really though, you want to keep that rod tip up. Like when you're cranking, you don't want it like seeing over. Yeah, so maybe for we were talking about the Alijos 16s, not knowing exactly what rods would fit with our land-based stuff, but I think these guys right here could do it, no problem. 8-foot rod, plenty of height from the beach, 40 pound braid, absolutely bombed out, little float on there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
might
mean,
be the ones.
Obviously game fishing from the beach, you're not like, it's just like, you guys saw the kingfish. If you haven't, go check out the kingfish video, but it's just like
Steady
crank.
deal.
And then maybe a little bit like, oh, he's kind of pulling drag. Nope, he's coming in. So it's really more about the catch when you're beach fishing than the fight, but yeah.
I do really like that rod.
Yeah.
It's a lot lighter in the hands than I thought. Like not a lighter action, just a lighter rod in general.
Yeah, it's very nano. The grip's small, the blank is small, but it's got all the power to it. We like it.
How we are about the narrow grips.
We like them.
We like the narrow grips.
We like them. Oh, and let me get you, sorry. So these are the PCH 801XH, the 8-foot rod, 30 to 60. And that's 100%, can't take any credit for it. It's Joe VT just told us, hey, these are rods you need to grab and you guys need to do it up. So that's pretty much the unboxing. If you guys want to see another video, this is kind of in between weeks. So those of you who haven't caught on yet, every other Monday we post full form, long fishing videos, action-packed, whatever. And then every once in a while, we'll do some in-between Mondays. So it'll be like a full video, then like an unboxing Okuma, brand new reels and rods, and then the full form video. And then maybe the next week, if you guys are interested, we're gonna get these guys spooled up for I don't know, the tuna fishing and the land-based fishing. We're just basically waiting for the tightline order to come in. We just put it in yesterday. So if you guys want to see a video of how we spool the Alijos and how much 40-pound braid it'll hold, how much 80-pound braid the 30s can hold, how much 80-pound braid the 20s can hold, we'll do a video if there's enough interest for it, for sure. So You got anything else? I think that's it, dude. All right, y'all. I think that's gonna be it. A huge shout out to Okuma for supporting us in 2025. Yes. They are going to be on the boat wrap, so there is a boat wrap coming, by the way. We've got a few sponsors that jumped in to wrap the Sea Pro this year, so we're gonna be a little 22-foot boat, looking all professional, but we still only have one motor, you know? Yeah. That's it. You can't win them all, right? It'll be a fun year, man. That's what we're gunning for. Last year, a lot of travel. This year, some travel, not as much travel, and we're really just gonna bang our at-home fishery, get after it, and I don't know, see what we can do with all this stuff. So thanks guys for tuning in. We'll catch you guys on the next one. You.